monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Though we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence without an alibi. Smoking gun, you got me on the wrong lead. All that will come, we're out up till dawn. But how can I hide it without an alibi? It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence without an alibi.
Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight. Wait tonight, bets are off. I'm gonna find my way tonight. Wait tonight, won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me? What makes this happy? Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight. Wait tonight, bets are off. I'm gonna find my way tonight. Wait tonight, won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me? What makes this happy face to
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, here for the YWC 2v2 National Championship. My name is Wolfie Too Hot, and tonight we have some of the best. They took some time to get here, 7 weeks of regular season, an upset in the semifinals, but the national champion to see who will walk away as the top dog. Welcome in here, ladies and gentlemen, to me a fun night of Rocket League. We have a best of 7 coming up here, and you know it's going to be interesting to see. We haven't really seen these two teams here before for ourselves, but I know the people at home, they're ready to see this action. And you know, when we get a look at these teams, Bartsville Esports coming in with Junior, coming in with Matt, and CBC Esports, Kaiser, G Fetty looking to really dominate here tonight. But, you know, in a 2v2, you having to come out here and really utilize the aggression, but more importantly, not try to stretch yourself out too much where you're allowing yourself to get hurt on counterattacks. The demos are going to play a big part in tonight, and more importantly, who's going to find the team chemistry early? In a best of 7, you can give up game number 1 to really try to feel out how this one really gets going for yourself, but you don't want to wait too long. And you know, for a best of 7, game number 2 is one of those games where the adjustment period really starts to see itself play a major factor onto what really gets teams going. And you know, for these two teams being able to come all the way out here, I was looking at the ranks here before, and I saw GC2, and you know, when I see that, I'm expecting some amazing passes coming here. How are they going to be able to utilize and stretch out this defense while also trying to make sure their off-ball presence in a 2v2 comes out most important? But you know, ladies and gentlemen, for all you are unfamiliar, 3v3 Rocket League, the only difference is, you know, you have the extra security blanket in the background. You can allow for your 1 and 2 man to go up with a little bit more ease, knowing, hey, if a big clear comes out, we know someone's going to be in the back to allow ourselves to rotate back. More importantly, get back on the defensive side to not allow any easy goals. But championship fields where we will find ourselves heading here tonight. Everybody's in the lobby ready for this action. Yeah, all we have to do is just tell them to go. And you know, tonight coming into it, championship field, chat, I'm interested to see what you all feel. Make sure to go into chat and put which team you feel is going to come out here victorious. And you know, we've seen a lot of great teams over the years, and I'm expecting here tonight to be one of those games where for a national championship, you know everybody is hoping to really get their best out here. But first 60 seconds on the board here as, you know, for CBC Esports. It's a team that we're talking a lot. We're seeing Jake Fetty, and we're watching this team a bit in the test lobby, and I like the mechanics that they were able to bring. But, you know, how are they going to allow themselves, most more importantly, control the boost, not allow themselves to be put in situations where the opposition's putting them in disadvantageous positions, especially on the counterattack, as Kaiser will just flick us off. Not much boost. Does look around 12, does get snagged. There's a good cutaway here. Junior will look to just try to get away. And a little dangerous position there for that ball right in front of net. Thankfully, nobody decides to really come in and take that for themselves. But, you know, in game number one, we're seeing it. Not too much action. These two teams are allowing their defense to really speak for themselves. As Matt off the backboard will put that down. Teammate unable to get there, as this will just be for Bartsville retreat. Yeah, they're going to have to try to come back, and you're seeing a good job here on the shadow defense, not allowing himself to be in a position here for just a quick boom. And double demo will just reset things here for the boys from CBC. And a good aggression there, but no, not much to see. Nobody there to watch it. Man, with the beautiful pinch here from across the pitch. I don't think anybody here was waiting for that. Man sees an opportunity, sees him sleeping, and says, hey, I know what I need to do. Let's come out here. First goal, first highlight of the night. Hey, first highlight of the night. It's going to be one. There's going to be many. But off the kickoff, we won't see some electricity going here. Well, off the kickoff, we always talk about one of the most consistent portions of Rocket League. If you can find a way to dominate at that portion, you can allow yourself, especially in the creativity aspect, find a way to sneak in some quick goals. As Med trying to take it down the entire way. Nobody able to get a hand in the face. Med steals it from the top ropes, able to bring it all the way down. And the flip resets. You're seeing the hours in free play taking off as two quick goals coming in here for Bartsville Esports. At two quick goals, this team was looking for a fire starter, but they are in a full combustion as Junior with the major play. Hey, his name might be Junior, but trying to show he's a big star here for Bartsville. And this is off the kickoff. We said it. Find a way to sneak in a couple goals here early, exactly where you want to be able to really dominate in the end. It's three quick goals. What more can you ask for a team here from Bartsville? Well, we're talking about for last week. You know, they've played 10 weeks of Rocket League. Or I believe this is week number 10. Is that one unable off the fake? And you know, these teams, they have so much understanding of where they want to be able to really put each other in. I'm looking at how this team for Bartsville Esports is able to find ways to get their teammates involved. But you know, when you have a mechanical player like Mel on your side, you might just want to see himself take full control as Junior trying to show off his own mechs, won't be able to. Kaiser meets him off of the 50. G Fetty can't get the flick. The good defense there. Right, and that's part of the defense that, you know, G Fetty is so used to being able to punch through, and that's when he's going to put in the back of his head and be like, all right, they got me off once. I wasn't able to come in simply. Let's see what I can continue developing. As halftime here, officially in game number one, Kaiser won't be able to see too much. Jay Fetty in an awkward position does get his boost stolen, so the defense now for CBC seems to be staggering. Well, a great cutaway. I don't know if Mev kind of just allowed himself to have a reset here for the offense, but you know, allowing Jeff Fetty to get on his half, hopefully he doesn't come out to bite him, as Junior going up for his own pinch, won't find it as strong as before. Last man back does get it clear, but G Fetty, small pop, almost enough. And Med just waiting there in the back wings, and I feel just 12 boosts less, and Med's not going to be able to get that, and we potentially see our first goal come in here for CBC Esports. The good clear away. Junior will have to come in for a second attempt. And now nobody's back. Jay Fetty needs to get back there quickly. Junior's going to have a one-on-two situation, but a good job for Jay Fetty, able to cut it off. Well, Jay Fetty, in the moments where he needed to make sure that he was allowing that rotation to come in as quick as possible, will be able to, but an open net won't come away here for CBC. And that one would have been one of those where you're finally able to take the goose egg off the board. This offense right now has been struggling. They haven't seen too many opportunities, or as much as you've been hoping for them. As Meh, small touch, could it be a big play? We'll just see it cleared out. And what a save there. That ball was around 50% in, but not enough for the goalkeeper to say, hey, I'm going to give up on it. No, the defense showing ironclad. It's final 60 seconds here in game number 1. This one will be touched by Meg. Going to try to get it off the backboard. Will be able to do enough. It's a good 1-2 play. And Meg just trying to go for the confusion there. And, you know, that was one where I feel starting to feel a little confident. And, you know, up by 3 goals with only 40 seconds remaining, you have to feel confident. At the same time, in the best of 7, you can't get too complacent here early. Continue putting your foot onto the gas, but you know, you're up 3-0, game number 1. You check that off your box. Exactly where you wanted to be here towards the end of it. And where do you look up from here? And when you look at CBC Esports, well, what this team potentially wants to be able to change here in game number 2, Junior sneaks in one last one here at the 16-second mark. Oh, for the beautiful assist there by Meh. No, Meh above the defender. Beautiful touch there to allow it to float right in the breadbasket of Junior to take full advantage. Well, these two players have seen themselves being able to show what teamwork really means out here. If you look at it in the dictionary, so far has both their names into it. Well, and especially when you're talking about a confident bunch. And you know, we had a lot of people early on, and we're trying to get some information. Say, hey, don't be able to sleep on Bartsville. They're the reason they're the home side as they come away here. Game number 1, go 1-0 in the series. And you know, that's where you want to come in. They dominated the offensive side. 11 shots to their name, 2 the 3 of CBC Esports. And when you're coming out and showing that type of effectiveness on the offensive end, you have to feel good about what really transpired here. But I feel for the defense here for CBC. 5 saves, you got yourself into a good position. And you know, one thing too, both these two teams, they readied up quickly. Said, hey, Wolfie, let's move us along. I understand where we were, and I want to get right back to the action to really throw some big haymakers. But you know, this team for CBC, they got in the mouth. How are they going to be able to continue going on through the rest of the way? And that's what tests a team and the characters, their ability to bounce back. And right now in this game, I'm expecting them to come out, get the first goal, get something in your back pocket and say, hey, we understand where we need to go. We just need to continue finding that groove. But unfortunately, they didn't get much of a groove there. And, you know, to be able to find that rhythm for themselves is one where I'm expecting it here in the first half. Go up by 2 goals. Find a way to just have a lead. 1 goal is not going to be enough here for CBC Esports, but this one coming right back to it. First 5 minutes to start off in game number 2. As Meh, awkward position. Junior, no boost. Can't get it away. Jay Fetty opens up the bank. The purse strings here to cash in. And just caught him in an awkward position. You saw this team right now just put into a spot where they were low boost, seemed to have been panicking a bit, and they saw and they took full advantage. CBC Esports saying, hey, we got exactly where we needed to. Well, first goal coming in here for the boys in orange. As Jay Fetty in a corner is getting bumped. And the double commit there, that's going to go for an open net. Meh sees it, gets it, and gets it all here. First 30 seconds and 2 goals seen, 1 from each of these squads. And man, the last second, you saw it start getting a little tight there on the angle. Never sweated it, knew exactly where he needed to slot it. And dressed like that, a 1-1 game, we're back to even. Well, erase the lead here. Both these two teams have seen pay dirt to the very least. And that's where in game number 1, we didn't see too much of that offense be able to score here at all here for CBC. So at the very least, you say, hey, we chalked up a goal here early. We know we can score on this defense. They are not impenetrable. We just need to find a way to get a chink in that armor and completely destroy it. As Kaiser, pass mid, Junior with the clear. Will be one right back onto the opposite end. We'll just go off a crossbar. It's a good clear here. We'll just put this one towards midfield. And you're seeing the aggressiveness here right now from Bartsville Esports. Gets themselves their second goal. Meh! A one-man wrecking crew sees his second one and just took it right away. And that right there is what we call in the industry calculated. Said exactly what he needed to, and that's when you have to be feeling good in a 2v2 setting. So much space to work with, and he's able to utilize it, and more importantly, reading him like the book. A Rocket League IQ so far from Meh showing out, but this is where you know you have to get your hands dirty here for CBC Esports to say, hey, we just got to be better the rest of the way through. And Meh trying to say, hey, That's the same name of the game for ourselves. And G. Fetty passes one man left, won't be able to pass Meh. As Kaiser puts this right off the back bar, what will be a quick clear. Yeah, right off the backboard. And, for Junior, doing a great way of just taking that option away from them. And a good pass here mid will just go slightly wide. The pinch will just get 50. The Junior going to try to see if he can get a forward pass. Well, the forward pass will come with some aggression from Jay Fetty, not allowing himself to give up that position too easily. Oh, Junior almost came in and just slotted that one. Seemed to have just been a touch away from it, and would have been one of the greatest goals we've seen here tonight. And we're still looking for that top play, and we saw a huge highlight play back in game number 1. But I know the electricity is barely starting to surge, and I feel for these two teams, it's different. You're under the lights. You understand where you're at. You're at championship field for the national championship here for YWC. And what more do you want besides seeing everybody shout your name as Matt continues to get his name called? The hat trick for the young man here. Well, has a hat trick, able to pull a rabbit out of it and getting out rough. Beautiful assist by Junior. No boost, no worries. Gets his teammate to get it as a 2-goal lead here, puts him up 3-1. Well, 3-1 ball game. Officially now getting close to halftime here in game number 2. And for Warzone Esports, this is the team saying, hey, we're trying to get the janitorial staff to come out. If we can get the brooms here, I know it's early. I know we're up by 2. Count that one. Jay Fetty says we don't want to pay any overtime. Tell the janitorial staff to go home early, as that's to at least take them down by 1. And Junior last man back, but not enough there on the reaction time. Great job there, just putting on a pressure shot. Knew exactly where he needed to go with it and executed to perfection. Well, the execution here is where we're looking for CVC Esports to continue dominating at the end. As Kaiser will just take it for himself. One flick won't be enough. Junior, enough boost to be able to clear this away. Small team bump there. And that's where you have to be careful. You don't want to allow for the pressure to start making you get a little uncharacteristical. And it's easy to jump in moments like this. And when the lights are bright, the diamonds are made. That's when the pressure is on the hardest. And a good demo there. Will just leaves one lofting. Jay Fetty has enough. Man, no boost, no worries. The man with the what a save as just walking it in. Junior the other way on the counter. Well, we said for these two teams earlier in our pregame was, you don't have that third man back. You can't allow for the counterattacks to come in as easy as they did there. And now you see yourself down the barrel of 2 goals. You've been fighting well here in game number 2 to be able to come back to this moment, but you need to be able to pick it right back up and say, hey, we have to be able to lock in. This is those moments we have to put the blinders on. We're down by 2. Let's find a way here, because if we go down by 2, yes, it's the best of 7, but things get so much more difficult. You go into game number 3 in a must-win position. But man says, give me them all. Let them come through. Up by 3. As this one going to go for a 1-2 punch. Yeah, the 1-2 punch. The angle showing off, hey, I've been studying geometry. That's going to show it out. Well, up by 3. Good things come in 3s. As Meh, 4 goals here. And, his percentage, 4 for 6. And he saw himself dominating back in that first game. And Jay Fetty dominating for his squad in game number 2. That's going to cut it right back to a 2-goal game. And a great job there by Kaiser. Able to get enough of a touch to have that ball put in a position for his teammate Jay Fetty to be able to come in and take full advantage. Well, hey, take away that goal quick. Go and retaliate. It's going to be a fireworks show. And you have to continue to see him pop off as Meh trying to get back. A bit awkward here. 60 seconds remaining. Good flick. Good enough. Kaiser says, don't go home just yet. We're only down 1 here with 55 remaining. Only down 1. That is a way to get yourself in a headspace of dominance. And this is where this team's trying to take it to potential overtime. And hey, I'm here for it. I know everyone else is. As Jay Fetty had the chance to get there. Meh has enough boost. Awkward. Junior coming in. Yeah, Junior, that man is the savior there. Does such a great job complimenting what Meh brings to the table on the defensive side. And now for Meh, trying to see if he can go right back to that 2-goal lead. That's where this team needs desperately to get there with 30 seconds remaining. Well, 30 seconds remaining, a 2-goal lead will put a nail in the coffin as Junior takes it for himself, has a flick, gets a demo, and that won't find a way. Well, it looked like Med potentially was the one that stopped it, but I think originally he saw Justin go off the post and try to see if he can get an extra pinch and maybe be able to see anything go his way. But Med can do no wrong, as that one made it look easy. As going right back, the nail in the coffin will find itself getting shut here in game 2. Oh, 9 seconds, and off the kickoff, you never know. Anything's possible during regulation, but this one will just find itself trickling on down. Will one goal come? Kaiser does see it, 3 remaining. Okay, everyone, just hold on. I know we felt that this was going to go towards Barksville Esports, but CBC saying, do not count us out. The biggest kickoff of the night comes. Well, 3 seconds. This one touches the ground. We may find it ending, and a good job there on the fake. And I love the fake kickoff, and that just allowed to roll onto the other side. Barksville coming out and doing exactly what they needed to. May finds himself as the MVP coming into this one. We do see Junior taking off here. I think it's going to be a quick card change for himself, but no, what more do you want here from Barksville? CBC, we said it, get the first goal, find yourself to get into a rhythm, allow yourself to just get a feeling into it. Well, they got a feeling. But then Barksville says, that feeling for us feels a little bit better. We're going to come out, and I'm going to just be meh. I'm going to do what I can do. Meh, mechanical. I don't know how you want to flip it, but he has just been electric. And when you're giving him a space to really take over, he's taking full advantage. He's not allowing himself to really be complacent on his play style. 8 shots already, but showing his defensive side, 3 saves. And when you're able to rotate as well as they've been able to do, it never really feels that Barksville is in a position where so much aggression is overwhelming them. It kind of feels the only time they really panic is when they're low on boost in a position where you're starting to see CBC get onto their side, where now for Barksville on the back heels is kind of where you're seeing them slip a little bit. And I'm looking for CBC Esports here in this next game. Go right back to it. You saw yourself get the early lead. It's going to need that and more. But that and more in game number 3. Will it see itself in a position to take it for the team in orange? We'll find out. 5 fresh minutes coming. Well, 5 fresh minutes. Barksville Esports trying to put themselves one step closer. Up 2-0 in this best of 7. Going up 2-0, and this is the game. And if you are a CBC Esports fan, put your hands up, spirit bomb, all you can do, give them your energy, try to see them come away with an electric win. But that one for men, electric play, starting off the campfire, showing the embers of greatness. And Kaiser just seemed to be in an awkward position, no boost, decided to go for the squishy save, and Med just saw a position to dominate. He said, I know how this is, I understand it now. And the understanding by himself has just been at an all-time high here in this series. But 30 seconds, feeling off the clock. Junior, quick clear. Med trying to get it up there. We'll just fake this for Junior. And I like that for Junior. He saw that Kaiser was going to get there before him. Decided to change his mind and say, I'm going to just play back here. I'm not going to allow myself to just go too aggro where I'm putting myself in a position to not rotate back and put man in an island where he's in no man's land. But, first 60 seconds, almost off the clock here. Well, first 60 seconds, I'm off the clock. Junior off the wall. The ceiling will be a ground pinch. Decides to let left there. And I think he saw Kaiser potentially just gearing up for it. And I don't mind that. Junior deciding to stay with possession instead of giving a shot where he potentially doesn't feel too confident in success rate. But potentially you also see it going to a point where you fake that. You see Meg coming through. He can try to slot it in or coming off the ricochet. But this team right now is starting to play the mind games. Yeah, you're seeing Med doing a good job off the pass. He's giving it up to Junior, but Junior leaving it alone, allowing for his teammate to rotate under him, potentially in the blind spot of the defense, and try to get his mechanics going. We've seen every time with the ball in his hands, he knows how to come up big, and this one almost, but won't. almost but won't. They just try to get a back pass to their teammate, and they put it in a position where Med was able to take advantage. Junior there showing off he can do it all as well. Well, Junior, you were talking about his assist rate here so far, and says, I'm going to assist to myself off the backboard, a double touch. Able to do enough here at 312. Well, 312 here in game number 3. Med off the ceiling. Won't be able to get much of a touch there. And you're seeing how loose he's starting to get now. And for Med, that's a really deadly conflict for himself. I'm going to start getting a little confident. I'm going to start myself just playing a little free play out here, as that's kind of the play style it seems for himself, as he does not seem threatened whatsoever. You know, this is a national championship. We're trying to show he's a cut above the rest. Well, in a national championship game, Med trying to see himself get the MVP at the end of it for the series. Well, I like the way Junior's also been playing in this one. Does a great job of being able to open up the passing lanes. And Med looking for a teammate. Junior will take this pass for himself. The 1-2 combo. Well, game the two-piece. Took the drink to go. As Med, beautiful assist here. Saw his teammate in position. We're saying be able to use the open space. Be able to extend the defense. And this team right now is saying, let's get the tape measure out. See how far we can extend them now. Well, 3-0 past halftime here in game number 3. As Bartsville Esports trying to see this one count down. And to be in a position now, 4-0. I don't know what more can say here for CBC. They're just in a tornado full of just lostness. And, you know, it's where you saw them get some great effect there in game number 2. And they haven't been able to get back to it. I feel this team right after this game, take the full amount of time. Don't ready up too quickly. And you know, we saw that after game number 1. They were eager to, but I feel you take a breath, take a seat back, and have a quick break. Have a conversation with your teammate. But 2 minutes remaining. This one can still go any other way. And man, only way is up for him. And looking back at it here, the touch here. Turban on the ground, able to control it enough, and just being able to give us highlight after highlight. He can do no wrong here tonight. Can do no wrong. We'll just fake the kickoff. Back for the boost he goes, but Kaiser, not much to work with. An awkward touch there by Med, but one that he's not really too worried about getting put towards mid. Junior does own goal, but I think he had nowhere else to go for that one. As Jay Fetty will get credited for it. And we felt it was awkward the entire way. And Jay Fetty did a great job on the 50. Junior, unfortunately for him, that was the only thing he could really have tried to do. 147, at least the goose egg's off here for the CBC boys. Well, CBC, with their first goal of the night, here in game number 3, that is. He's trying to open things up. Junior taking it for himself. Yes, he can. Oh, and I was already ready to call the save there. And, you know, one man back. Felt Kaiser was in a good position. I don't know if he wasn't expecting that last touch there. But Junior, you're talking about popping off. He is starting to really get going. Well, he's been getting going. The gear on his back has been winded. And this team now, they're trying to get themselves with a potential passport. We'll see if that passport potentially comes up shy. We will see if we take a trip to Brazil here shortly. As Kaiser won't be able to find much. This will be just for Med. Full boost, but does get 50 now. And you had to there. You saw Kaiser with enough to be able to challenge. We'll be talking about how Med does such a good job with the ball in his hand. And the redirect on net won't come. I thought potentially he had that. And that's when we're seeing Junior being able to hit the angles here tonight. And you know, I saw Zed be a comparison to Junior earlier in the chat. And I think it's starting to become a fitting if he hit that one. Well, popping off here they go. Is a perfect time to do it. After both these two teams saw themselves coming up with major upsets in the semifinals. Right now for Barstow Esports, one thing they can say is, hey, let's make it look easy. Let's be able to come out. As Jay Fetty says, don't you think it's easy? We are still here, putting up shots, getting goals, as that's going to go for the second goal here for CBC Esports. I think CBC, I think after this one, their name has to stand for Comeback City Esports. That's the only way you can think about it now, down 3-0. A reverse sweep has to be their thinking, taking one game at a time, one goal at a time. But now, it's now or never. As the final couple seconds here in game number 3, 10 to be exact, will we see one more goal? Here, Kaiser looking for his teammate, Jay Fetty waiting in the wings, but a good job by May, able to get a touch. As Barthel Esports get themselves game 3 and one step closer here to a national championship. Well, looking at the stats here, only two shots, being the difference. 6 shots here for CBC, 8 shots here for Bartsville Esports, and you know, when you have that type of offense, especially for CBC, who have been waiting for that to kind of be the point for themselves, is, hey, can you finally start to match the shot totals? The defense starts coming in for Bartsville. 3 stays for themselves, 1 more than we saw for CBC, as we do see Kaiser taking his time here. And I like that. Take a time. You know, this is your unofficial, official timeout right now. You have a chance to just, you know, take a sip of water, kind of just let your hands relax. And, you know, now all chips are on the table here if you're a CBC fan. You have to really like what this team has been able to do throughout the season. But, boys, throw the kitchen sink at them. We'll see what happens. But game number 4 on their way. Everybody's in the lobby. Everybody's ready. As can this be the final 5 minutes? As Bartlesville Esports, you know, that's what we love in Twitch chat. You know, we talk for a living. We don't read. And you know, it's why when we have people smarter than Twitch chats being like, hey, Wolfie, get together. This is about to be a national championship in Bartlesville Esports. Trying to have their name corrected. Well, 4:30 remaining here. Kaiser taking this down. No boost here. We'll look for a teammate near mid, but above the crossbar, not enough to get it going. And that was one of those attacks where I felt they could have come away with one, but sniping it through. The missiles on display. That one gonna start the first one here for CBC Esports. We call them Comeback City Esports. Will we see it? Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. We came out here for the electricity, and you know, we have no real dog in this fight besides wanting to watch a great series, and I feel everyone at home looking for the same. Well, looking for the same. Junior trying to see himself, trying to tie things up, and it's kind of a resemblance to game number 2, but the only difference is, can this team here on this blue side be able to match the same type of intensity? Well, I think their offense, the question is for the last 3 games is, yes, they can definitely be able to get it. I'm expecting them not to really sweat, and who knows. This could be that game that could really change the tides if you're a CBC fan. One win could be what really flips the switch. Well, trying to keep the lights off here on the side of CBC. Junior tries to cut off the power cord. Well, we said cut off the lights. Don't allow this team to think that they can just flip the switch here. And that's one where you're saying, hey, the bill is due, and we're going to be able to take what we need. Well, the bill is due, as they're going to see if they can pay it in full. As Junior, off the kickoff, will be able to win it. Full boost for himself. As Kaiser, one-man wrecking crew back in that last game on this orange squad. Yeah, I saw himself really taking control there on the offensive side. You saw him, especially here to start things off, getting the first goal. And you know, he kind of is that great one-man where he does a great job of finding Jay Fetty, but I think he's going to be the missing piece here for CBC here in this game. Well, what can solve the puzzle that is this blue side? As Junior taking this for himself, taking his time. Good patience there, but won't be able to get top righty. But man, in the moments where I thought nothing was going to happen, says, I'm going to turn nothing into something. Cashing in here late. Nobody was ready for that for CBC. I think everyone thought it was just going to roll gingerly into the corner, at the very least maybe above the crossbar, but beautiful touch here to take the lead. Bartlesville sees themselves now almost a half a Rocket League away from going perfect in tonight's series, but more importantly, seeing themselves at the top of the mountain as Meh won't see much. Good job there by Kaiser. Last touch there by Kaiser onto the car. Well, that kind of was the difference. You didn't see the power kind of go in there for Meh like he was hoping to. The good demo. We'll just reset Kaiser there in the backfield. Oh, we'll reset. Meh, no boost. Does get demoed after getting full. And a good aggression there. He's a guy that you want to really target, but you're seeing the demos start coming out a bit more, and I don't mind that here in the demo game as a missed touch. Enough for Jay Fetty. Well, G Fetty did it exactly what he wanted. And I got a little worried there when I saw the final product of the touch. I know he was hoping for something a little stronger. But, hey, G Fetty doing G things. That's being able to score at a good rate. Well, he saw himself take off in game 2. That was their best game offensively, and trying to see if they can draw things up once again to that note. And we did see them take their time here before this game, so I'm expecting them to really have had a chance to talk it over, maybe try to change things up at the same time. You want to come in here and lose, and that's something I am seeing them. I don't see them as tight as they were earlier on, and I think they know, hey, there's nothing to lose now. We're already down 3-0. The possibility of coming back is slim, so let's go out there, relax, and just play our brand of Rocket League. So far, it's been working. And the beautiful dime won't see the cash register. That one denied. Yeah, I thought that dime was going to turn to an absolute profit here. But no, now here for the defense for this blue side. We know how ironclad they were. Only allowed 1 goal in that last game, 0 in game number 1. So, this defense understanding that, hey, to win championships, we have to play the best there in that portion of the game. Well, Junior, good 50. This one will just snag him towards midfield. Full boost, but awkward there for Kaiser. As final 60 seconds remaining, will we go to overtime? Hey, where else would you want to be besides overtime? The redirect won't be able to go there for Junior. And that was would have been nutty if he got it. You're talking about being better. That's just saying I'm better and always will be. As Meh able to keep the 3-2, won't find way much. Yeah, that was a good try for himself, and you're seeing the creativity start being able to pull away a little bit more, but didn't get the power he was hoping for, and that's where in this final 30 seconds, I'm not expecting an easy goal to come in. These defenses have really shown to really bunker down, and so far, it's been the best I've seen both these two plays. Well, the best these two teams have played here so far, the very least here for CBC, as Meh, last ball floating. We'll just see this one cleared out. This one has a chance here. Junior won't be able to get a touch he's hoping for, but we'll be able to keep it up. Big pinch. Double tap. Will it go? It will not. If they had an extra second, they may have seen it. But welcome to overtime in game 4. Well, overtime game number 4. All or nothing here for CBC. You do not want to allow, we're talking about the janitorial staff getting paid overtime. You don't want to see him come through that door with the brooms. As Kaiser, awkward towards mid. Will just out Junior, does snag corner boost here. As just trying to control it for himself. Gets past him, but G Fetty in the way. I thought that was a goal for sure. Did not see G Fetty at all. And I was about to say, done, close the chapter, as Junior says, give me a second. This chapter has my name all over it, as Junior makes the biggest play of the night. Wow, oh wow. Talk about ice in veins. That man right there feels no pain, as this one will crown your champions. Bartlesville Esports come out on top. Wow, what a job there in overtime. You find a way to get it done. After such a tough competition CBC put there in the very end. And CBC, I know this hurts, but do not put your head down. You all played amazing. And I think that's one where even Twitch chat is saying, hey, you gave us a great series. Yes, game number 3 kind of got away from you, but you bounced right back into it. This was a position where it stings But now you go into the offseason saying, hey, let's get better. Let's continue working. Let's continue finding ways to put ourselves in positions and not just say, hey, we were in the championship last year. No, we're going to be in the championship in the spring. And more importantly, we're going to see ourselves holding up the title. But Bartlesville will see themselves etching their name into history, find themselves with the YWC 2v2 national champions. Yeah, oh, what a great job. And you know, for themselves, you showed off your mechanics, you showed off your teammates, you showed off your teamwork, as well as the defense. What more could we have asked for from you all? You all played almost perfect Rocket League to the avail. And, you know, one own goal off of a defensive save there that you were trying to come in. That's when we're going to go watching the replays and saying, hey, this is what we did right, and we have to feel proud. You played 10 weeks of Rocket League to get there. To be able to come out and be consistently good over the entirety, coming up with 2 comebacks for both these 2 teams last week. So much to be proud of their season. Bartlesville, congratulations for everything that you accomplished. And, you know, hopefully we get to see you all again. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us here on the Godspeed ES channel. If you're all wondering, what's Godspeed? It's my work here. We were Rocket League, or we saw ourselves top 4 in APAC and top 12 in SAM. But that's all we got for the quick plug there. But thank you for inviting me out here to be able to cover this national championship. But for all you all at home, I hope you guys had a great time. My name's Wolfie2Hot. Follow me at Wolfie2Hot _. You see it there on the side. But we love you. We'll see you all again next time. We'll see you. Oh, also, wait, quick plug since you all are here. Sunday, we have some more high school, middle school action for some Super Smash Bros. For the Texas Prospect Cup. You can see all the playoffs to find out who the championship will be on this channel. But hope you all have a great rest of your night. We love you. Have a great holidays. Wolfie out.